Okay, I think we're live. Alright, just gotta check here. Just gotta check right here. Okay. Just guarantee that we're live. We are live, ladies and gentlemen. And things are going swelly. Things are going swell, and yeah, I have it on display here because I can't do the window feature. But I'm trying something a little bit different here, I guess. I tried playing around with the streamer a bit, and also I even did a thumbnail. I have GIMP, so I can actually do a thumbnail. So yeah, now it's not just some random part from the video. Now I can make actual thumbnails. So whenever I'm doing a reaction to a certain company, whenever I'm doing a reaction to a certain press conference, now I can make a specific thumbnail for it. Now I just put the logo of the company and then put reactions and E3 in the background. Bam! Simple as that. Simple as that. It's all you need to know. Also, yeah, I have my sweet Rayman hoodie right here. It's really awesome. Got it from One Coin Arcade, One Coin, When It Play or something. InsertCoin.com. Whatever. There's this website, InsertCoin something, I think. They sell all this cool merchandise, and they have one of these. And this is really freaking awesome. And I love it so much. But as you can tell probably by the thumbnail, we're about to see Bethesda. Yeah. I mean, I don't really know much about Bethesda. The only games I know them for are Fallout and Skyrim. I didn't grow up in that era when they were really popular, making all those games. They're still really popular, but I didn't grow up in that era when they had all those classic games. I only know them for Fallout and Skyrim. The only game of theirs I've ever really played is Fallout 4. But you know what? Who knows? Maybe they'll intrigue me. Okay, if I want to, I could just go ahead and turn down the audio of the video a little bit. Maybe turn down the thing. But yeah, so anyways, I'm just gonna make the video a bit larger. Also, let's hope the streamer doesn't crap out on us. Which I think this conference is gonna be about 30 minutes. I don't know. I think it's gonna be 30 minutes. So it's not gonna be that long. But never say never. Okay. So basically, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna be reacting to what I'm going to be reacting to is either the ones that I feel like reacting to or the ones that I can react to. I definitely am going to be planning to react to Sony's stream because that's the one I'm looking forward to the most. I don't think I'm going to be doing the Nintendo Treehouse because, well, let's face it, Nintendo's really going to have a lot of stuff this year, but would you really want me to see me streaming my reactions to just seeing a constant streak of gameplay? No, you probably wouldn't. I don't really plan on doing a reaction stream to Nintendo Treehouse live, even though that's the most that Nintendo's going to show up at for E3. I don't know if I'll do Microsoft. I'm not really much of an Xbox fan, but who knows? Maybe if I wake up before it starts, then I'll get the stuff ready, and then I'll do it. PC Gaming Show, I really have no intentions to do a reaction stream for. Ubisoft, I think I'll try to do it. Sony, definitely. Nintendo, not really, to be honest. But we are doing Bethesda. And it's going to be the last stream of the day. Going to be the last showcase for today, and tomorrow we have all the real major hype stuff. I don't know what could go on at Bethesda, but I know EA was pretty boring, other than Battlefield 1. That's probably the best thing that came out, and maybe that fee thing. But other than that, it was a pretty boring stream. I'm hoping this will be better. Though I'm not really expecting much out of it because I don't really know Bethesda that much. I don't have anything against them. It's just I don't know a lot of their games. But I'm hoping that maybe this conference is going to like show me otherwise. And I gotta check on the streamer. Yep, streamers are fully intact. Oh, Facebook. What was that? Okay. Alright, so in about 3 minutes, it should begin. And, so, yeah, we're just gonna be around here, and, if I'm not very talkative, maybe that means I'm a little bored. But I'm not gonna try to be completely silent. I'm not gonna try to be extremely expressionless. You know, because I've done that before. Been expressionless. And I want to try to showcase more expression, you know, talk a little bit more. So that way it's not just you looking at me, just having this blank stare and just looking at a screen for like 30 minutes. Like so many people. And I'm also gonna try to react a little bit adequately. You know, like not try to overreact. So yeah. I mean, I'm not very good with social stuff, but I'm gonna try my best to talk and actually say things. So anyways, in about 2 minutes, the Bethesda hype train is about to begin. And yeah, we're gonna watch that live. And we got my little dog, my little boy, my boy Jack here. Yeah. We also got Dr. Pepper. We also got webcam. You got an iPad, I guess. No, not much use for that. Got the headset because they don't have a real microphone anymore. So, yeah, let's begin this thing. Let's try to actually have a good Let's actually try to have a good time. Let's have a good time this time around. See if I can actually, you know, impress you. Because I don't think I've done a good job of that before. I want to make a better impression on you guys. So yeah. Who knows? Maybe I'll probably do like some sort of highlight thing. Maybe I'll like cut this video into certain parts, whenever the stream's done. So that way you just won't have to watch all the boring parts. So yeah. Anyways, about 50 seconds, the hype truly begins. The hype truly begins for Bethesda. We're gonna see what they have in store for us. Hopefully something really big. And yeah, then after that, we don't really have to worry about anything. And we'll wait till tomorrow, and we'll react to everything else. And then we'll pretty much be done, because I don't really plan on doing a reaction stream to Nintendo. Even though I will still be tuning in to their Treehouse Live event. It's just, it doesn't seem like something worth reacting to. So, yeah. But I'm still gonna watch it, because, you know, it's Pokemon, Zelda. That's like two of my favorite franchises. And I'm gonna get really excited. I'm really stoked to finally get more information on those games, especially Zelda, because we haven't had information on that in so long. And to finally get information on it, it's gonna be glorious. It's just gonna be glorious, and I feel that it's automatically gonna make this year better than last year. Because last year they had a lot of games, but not a lot of them people really cared about. Or, you know, they got mad at their existence. So, yeah. Okay, when's the stream? When's the stream? Probably should have began already. Okay, well, looks like we might have to wait a little bit longer than we were expecting. I don't know. Probably should have began already. Maybe you gotta, like, refresh it or something? I don't know. I'm just gonna be a little patient, little duck, and yeah, it's probably gonna be at any moment. Should have began already. The timer went out. Maybe I need to like refresh it. I'm just gonna refresh the page and see if that does anything. Alright. So, yeah, okay, alright, that probably did something. Okay, yeah, they probably should have began already.
Rated M for mature.
Oh, that's an ad. It's an ad. Maybe Bethesda. Maybe we should go to the Bethesda. Oh, 6:15? What? Oh, right. So maybe okay, this probably
when everyone got to see the original gameplay.
Rated M for mature.
Okay, here we have a freaking ad. Look, okay, I don't care about your little freaking ad.
Maps, because it really does highlight just how much gaming has changed from when the original Doom really it didn't create. It wasn't.
As you can see, my quality is not that very good when it comes to PC.
Yes, and Snap Map is kind of fun for a couple reasons. First, somebody always makes a really, really easy map that gives you 1 billion points. That's the one that I play first. And then second, people make some really interesting and imaginative things.
Yeah, if you guys haven't played around with Snap Map, it's pretty easy when you get started, and it gets really deep if you want to dig in. Things just snap together, hence the name, Snap Map. And you can scroll through available options. You can place every enemy individually, or you can let the AI place them for you. You can create the triggers to spawn enemies, or put...
I need to go ahead and make sure that this thing... I don't want it to... Okay, this is...
Yes, and you know, the thing I love about competitive multiplayer is it really is a throwback to, you know, when I started out, you know, back in the Tech TV days, you know, there was the Quake 3, that kind of classic way of competitive multiplayer. But then when you add in the ability to spawn in as a demon with the demon powers, that's where it also has this contemporary feel, and that really has a really interesting effect on the flow of the matches and how the focus shifts during the course of them.
Yeah.
Now, Doom and Fallout 4 are just some of the Bethesda games we're playing. And Morgan?
Yes.
I do understand you've been spending quite a bit of time with the Elder Scrolls Legends, which is the strategy card game based in the Elder Scrolls universe that Bethesda first announced at last year's showcase and is currently in closed beta.
It is. So back in late April at PAX East, Bethesda announced the game was in closed beta. I'm not ashamed to admit that I was able to snag myself an invite.
Aren't you the lucky one? Now, this being a closed beta, I know that everyone has agreed not to utter a word about their experiences, but, you know, it's just you and me right there. So how about you just tell me how it is?
No, you're just going to have to see for yourself. If you can get an invite, I recommend batting your eyelashes.
Like this?
I need
It's not going to work.
Need a good quality
hope is not
thing.
lost, however, there is a video of the game in action. Roll tape!
I can't react to
Welcome
this
to the Elder Scrolls Legends, a strategy card game featuring
what's the
creatures,
better quality?
characters, and lore from across the
As
history
in,
of the
what
Elder
can I
Scrolls.
actually freaking run?
Each battle begins with a hand of 3 cards. When it's your turn, you draw one card and gain 1 magicka needed to play your cards. Place a card on one
sorry
of
for
2
this.
sides, called lanes. Some lanes have special conditions that alter the field of battle. Choose to attack a card in the same lane. Choose to attack a card in the same... You win when your opponent is out of health. Take enough damage and one of your runes will shatter. Each time this happens, you will immediately draw a card that could change your fortunes.
Something, something,
Your
something.
choices
Card
and
game.
a little luck can
Something,
take this game
something,
from
something.
defeat to victory.
Card game.
Battle anytime or anywhere, on your own or against other players. Test your might in a full campaign. In quick skirmishes.
I don't care
or
about
in
card
the arena,
games
where you'll face
that
a
much.
gauntlet of foes.
Never was into card games.
Build
I
your
prefer the
collection
games
of
with
allies,
bit more
armaments,
action,
and magic.
I guess.
Combine your cards to create powerful decks.
It's card
Train your
game,
cards to
something,
increase their
something,
power.
card game. Okay.
Choose
B3.
your strategy. Choose
We'll
your
call it
path.
B3.
Choose your destiny. And become a legend.
Okay, I just want to put you little kid, you little guy.
Legends isn't the only Elder Scrolls
life.
game that's having a moment. The Elder Scrolls Online had a very big year.
Yeah, so even though the game has been available for more than 2 years, they've made some really big updates to Elder Scrolls Online since launch.
Let's see, there's Imperial City. Players finally got to face off against Molag Bal's army. Then in December, Orsinium added over 20 hours of new content.
You know,
to
I
Elder
have no
Scrolls
idea
Online.
exactly
They
what
also
they're
made a whole
talking
bunch of
about
changes that
because
the
I've
community
never
and media really
I've never
responded
freaking
to.
played.
The Elder Scrolls Online
I don't
went
play
from
many
what the devs
Bethesda
admit
games.
was a rocky start to being named best MMO at the end of 2015.
But amidst
But
all
I'll
the great
probably be
news,
able to
the Elder
react,
Scrolls Online has also
better
recently launched.
when it
Thieves Guild in
comes
April,
to,
and Dark Brotherhood also launched on PC.
when it comes to
just last
Sony
week.
because
So ever since the launch, they
I'm
have really
I'm
wanted
more
to explore
familiar
the
with
lore that
Sony
we've
than I
all
am
loved
with
in the other
Bethesda.
Elder Scrolls games. For example,
Probably
they picked
even
the Gold
Microsoft.
Coast of Cyrodiil for Dark Brotherhood.
Like Vatch, which 400 years later gets obliterated by Oblivion demons. You kind of want to tell the residents not to.
Kind
get
of
too
makes
into
me
the
wish I
playthrough.
was just
Not
in the
that Vatch,
crowd
as an Elder Scrolls
and
junkie, this is
not
exactly what I
sitting
love
here
about
at home,
ESO. It's getting lost
because
in the expansive lore
then I
of
wouldn't
the
even
Elder
have to do a stream.
And speaking of
All I'd
fans,
have to
we
do
would like to
is
take
just
a
sit in the
moment to say hello
crowd
to
and just
all
watch
of the
all the
Bethesda
stuff.
fans around the globe.
From London to Moscow, Paris to Tokyo, gamers
Seems
have
great.
gathered to watch the BE3 showcase.
Seemed great to
And down
watch
in
it
Australia,
live
this-
in front of the
Bethesda's
in
taken
front
over the
right
city
in the
opera
crowd.
house, so fans can watch the showcase live.
And earlier today,
I've always
we got a
wanted to
chat with
go
some of the
to
gamers
E3,
here in LA
you
who
know,
lined up to
experience
see the showcase.
the
Let's take a
events
look at
in the
what they have to
moment.
say.
All right, here we are. It's a few hours before the start of BE3, but people have been lining up here since, I believe, 7 o'clock in the morning.
I know, this is a dedicated fan base. They know that the closer they are to the front of the line, the better seat that they're going to get inside the showcase, and that is a big motivator, I know, for people to get here early, get their seat right in the front of the theater.
Exactly. One big screen front.
I'm
row,
not gonna
it's
pay
exciting.
attention to
Let's
Twitch
better
chat,
understand
'cause-
some of the hardest core
Because
Bethesda
you know they're
fans.
pretty negative at times.
All right, now you couldn't have a showcase like this without
Okay.
some amazing cosplay. Now you helped build this, so you can tell us a little bit about it.
She's cosplaying Keeper from The Evil Within. It took us forever to make this tenderizer, and it took her about a day to make that.
I mean, look, I love that game, and I love the Keeper. Everyone else knows him as Boxman. Would you mind just trying that on for one quick sec? I just got to see this. Yeah, that's really, really, really effective.
And what was the inspiration behind this costume? Like, you know, what spoke to you about it?
It just took us,
Something,
like,
something.
2 days to finish
Evil
The
Within.
and we played that
Okay.
like all night, and that was giving us like little heart attacks, and we just fell in love with the game.
So what else are you guys excited about? What are you excited
Just
to see
fell in
here
love with the
today?
game.
For one, gameplay for Dishonored 2, because we've been so excited. Just the first trailer from last year, waiting in line for hours. We're just like, yeah, I hope I get to see other stuff. Maybe Elder Scrolls? Maybe new Elder Scrolls?
Well, actually, going back to Dishonored 2... I
Maybe
mean,
even
now we have
Elder
an
Scrolls, of
Growing
course.
up Emily Caldwin, is that something you're
I
considering?
know
for
it's them
cosplay?
just
I'm
voicing
actually
what they want to
working
see.
on doing Emily. I
Yeah.
started the scarf last year, and I've been thinking about like what swashes I'm gonna use, like what kind of fabric, and trying to put.
When
it
do
all
we get to
together
the
and
game
trying to make it
announcements?
Nice, maybe for PAX, maybe for later on, maybe this next year, but it's gonna get done.
All right, well, I'm really looking forward to it. And on that note, I think all four of us and so many other people out there are excited for another and maybe deeper look at Dishonored 2. But let's right now look at last year's trailer to get us all excited.
Let's look at last year's trailer. Hey, look, guys. Sorry, this is a little disgusting. Look, guys. Look, it's a trailer from last year.
It's happened again.
Get ya.
Someone's pulled the rug out from under you, and empire at your feet and you've lost it all. Be honest, did you really deserve any of it? More important, what would you do to get it back? Careful. There's always a price to pay. What you decide will ripple across the years. Blood in the gutters and corruption on the
Ew.
wind. It'll be fun watching this unfold.
I love you.
What will you do with the power I've given you? How will you make your mark on this wretched world?
I'm just saying, I'm not too familiar with them. I like this setting. I like this setting. And I like the music of this already. I like that little voice. Whoever this guy is. Oh wait, we saw this is what the ad was for. This is what the ad was, wasn't it? This. Okay. I know they're probably... I don't think they're probably going to announce a new Fallout. That's not going to happen. Again, I don't know. I don't know them for much.
Everything is in motion. All of it has led you to this exact second in time.
I mean, this trailer looks really good. But it's a trailer. A trailer that is apparently from last year. I don't think we've seen anything new yet. This may be new for me, but it's probably not new for other people. Okay. Alright, so... Reaction videos can be kind of tough to make, since a lot of the time you might just be looking at like just a screen with this, like this blank, expressionless face. It's probably gonna happen at this stream. You know, you're trying to find out what to talk about. It's like, cause you don't want to bore the viewers, even though you kind of feel a little bored yourself. You're waiting for something to happen, something exciting to happen. And it also could be a combination that maybe I'm like a little bit tired and
I'm
like,
pretty excited for that.
it's
I think some
near,
people here might be excited for that
it's
too.
near time, it's like at night, and my brain is almost like shut off, so yeah, it's like you just kind of go brain dead, like,
November 11th.
Now you play as either, I know they're excited for that too, you play as either Emily Caldwin, who we just saw in the video and who looks super awesome and who's
I need freaking,
or Corvo Attano, who is also
need like a neck pillow.
Well, both characters are fully voiced, and they bring a different perspective.
I'll get a neck pillow for the next stream.
Reason to maybe play both.
You know. Okay.
They do have different. Sorry. They do have different powers.
Sorry.
So, if you played the first game, you're going to be familiar with Corvos. They are going to be significantly upgraded. Emily's are actually all new, so as always, there are going to be tons and tons of ways to play the game. But I do want to make a note of the location that we saw in the trailer. It has a very different feel than that sort of industrial dun wall that we saw in the first game.
So the city is called Karnaca, which is really fun to say.
Karnaca.
Karnaca. It's like
Karnaca.
Anyway, it's based on southern Mediterranean countries like Greece and Italy. But what I noticed was the significant verticality of the city. Does this mean that we're going to be going really, really high, be up in the clouds, getting vertigo, and that's how we're going to be doing the sneaking around?
At least Emily will be when I play as her.
Okay, you're going to play as Emily.
Did I mention that?
I think you did.
You know what
I think you did.
See in Karnaca, though?
I think you did, probably.
I didn't see.
What did you see?
Rats.
Rats, maybe rats. Yes. There are significantly less rats in Dishonored 2, unless you use Corvo's Devouring Swarm, because then you're going to have some rats there.
Right.
Although, I don't know, the rats seem to be a little bit more pleasurable next to the bloodflies. Karnaca seems to be filled with bloodflies. That sounds so friendly and warm and cuddly.
They're kind of cute. But we both have a significant amount of affection for Dishonored, rats and all.
Yes, you do. It was my personal game of the year back in 2012, the year that it came out, and I played through it 3 times since then. And I would say, if you haven't had the chance to play it, I do highly recommend the Dishonored Definitive
I need to go get a freaking
net on current gen systems with all
hey!
included. Having said that, if you haven't played the original,
Trust me,
Hey,
you
Ben!
right into Dishonored 2.
What are the neck pillow?
Alright, guys, I think we've had enough speculation.
Do you have a neck pillow?
I think so.
I think so.
I have a sneaking suspicion that we're going to see a lot
Dang
more
it.
Dishonored 2 tonight.
Yeah, I have one of those sneaking suspicions as well. I don't know where it's coming from. All right, guys, the showcase is about to start, but we will be back in an hour with exclusive interviews and new info. So please stay tuned to the live stream and follow along on Twitter at Bethesda with the hashtag BE3.
And send us your questions and comments. If we read yours, you
16,
might get
15,
that
14,
giveaway if
13,
you want.
12,
All right,
11,
I'm getting
10,
excited. Everyone getting
9,
excited?
8,
All right.
7,
Whoa,
6, 5, 4, 3, 2,
All right, guys,
1.
enjoy the show.
Yeah! All right. It's time for B3. B3. I'm expecting a lot of B's. Not really. Deer? Deer? B3. B3. Quake. Quake. Oh, what's this? Go. Okay. All right, so it's like a little electricity gun. I'm sorry. I don't know. I'm sorry if I don't know what this is. It's something to do with. I think it's something to do with a game called Quake. So, yeah. Okay. It's a good. Okay. Oh, alright. I don't know. Guess maybe it's not like my kind of cup of tea. But, you know. Okay. Alright, ball of energy. Probably be pretty cool, but I haven't seen really any gameplay. Oh, yes. This is like a Quake Champions. What the hell is Quake?
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Studio Director Tim Willis.
Good evening, and welcome to the Bethesda E3 Showcase. Yes, Quake is back.
Quake is back.
The
I've
game
never heard of
defining
Quake.
Competitive multiplayer is back and better than ever.
Better than
You know, it's hard to believe that 20 years ago, Quake was first released. And, you know, if you'll excuse the pun, the aftershocks can still be felt to this day. Quake set new standards for multiplayer and pushed the boundaries for graphics and gameplay. Quake also
Something
became a
Bethesda
pioneer
games
for
don't really do
esports.
today.
And 20 years later, Quake is still played in tournaments across the globe. The biggest of those tournaments is our very own annual gathering, QuakeCon, which will attract
QuakeCon.
this August tens of thousands of people to Dallas. As a co-designer of the original game,
I love this little guy.
I'm
I love
extremely
this.
proud
I love this little
and
guy
excited
right here.
to be standing here today to announce the next chapter of this great game, Quake Champions.
Woo! Woo! Woo!
Quake Champions
Never heard of
is a
Quake.
competitive arena
I'm
style
new to Bethesda.
first-person shooter for the PC, designed for players of all skill levels. Whether
Of
you
all
are
skill
new to
levels.
Quake or have
Like
been
me.
fragging for the last 20 years, Quake Champions will
This
give
thing's
you the
probably gonna be
challenge
filled with
and
fur,
rush
isn't it?
You'd expect
They say it's
from
gonna have
id
lots of-
Software multiplayer games.
Probably not. Though.
Now, we know that high-end performance is critical with this type of game.
Critical.
You know, so be assured, as with any id Software game, that Quake Champions will be fast, with amazing graphics running at 120 hertz with unlocked frame rates.
So basically, I probably will not be able to play the
You're
game
gonna
on my
get
PC.
heart-stopping action that will keep you on the edge of your seat as you fight in classic arena combat. Quake Champions also taps into another.
But I mean, hey, you know,
hallmark
my
of the
PC
franchise,
can't run shit.
and badass
Can't
characters.
run anything.
The game features a diverse cast of warriors, each with different attributes and unique abilities, allowing you to fight the way that you want. And you know that it has a long tradition of supporting competitive tournaments, and that continues with Quake Champions. The game is designed for world-class esports play at every level, from the world's greatest Quake players to anyone willing to test their skills in the arena. So as part of the launch plan for Quake Champions, Bethesda will be supporting and expanding competitive tournaments and leagues beyond QuakeCon. And we'll have more to share about that.
Look at these guys on their phones.
I hope
They're just
you
on their
enjoyed the sneak
phones.
peek into our newest game.
Because, you know,
Join us
they're just waiting
at
for the game
QuakeCon
announcements.
in August, and we'll have even more to
That
talk
was a
about.
game announcement, though.
And now, please join me in welcoming Bethesda's Global Vice President of PR and Marketing, Pete Hines.
Who? Here's the Global Vice President
Thank you.
and Marketing. Or something, I don't know.
Thank you, Tim. As Tim said, we have even more to show on Quake Champions this August at QuakeCon. And it's right there in the name. How would we not have our new Quake game at
Why
QuakeCon?
wouldn't we have QuakeCon at Quake?
But
Why
right
wouldn't
now,
we have
we're
Quake
not
at
We're at
QuakeCon?
E3,
It's
the biggest week in
QuakeCon.
gaming, and this is the Bethesda E3 showcase.
The Bethesda. That's a pretty cool transition. Bethesda E3
So welcome.
Showcase.
To everyone here with
B3.
me and to the millions of you watching online around the world, thank you for joining us.
Like me.
We planned this showcase just like we make
I'm
all
joining
of our
you
games for you.
because I want to
Last
see
year,
what
our
you have to
showcase kicked off
offer.
a
Because
big
I've
year
never
for Bethesda,
really
one
gotten
of the biggest in our
into
many years
Bethesda
of making
games, and I need to,
So let me mention just a
see
few
what they have.
The Elder Scrolls Online was released on console and became one of the best-selling games of 2015 and was named MMO of the Year.
MMO of the Year. Fallout Shelter.
We launched Fallout Shelter, the very first mobile game from Bethesda Game Studios, and it became an instant hit and winner of multiple Mobile Game of the Year awards.
Many.
In November,
Beats the
Fallout 4
shit
was one of the
out of
biggest
me,
launches in
Tomo.
the industry.
And you can hear the
So you've heard of it. Good.
the applause. I
And
don't
won
think the
numerous
applause
Game of the
sounds
Year
as
awards,
high
including
as
at
it was
DICE
for
and
Fallout
again at
Shelter.
the BAFTA Awards. And now Fallout 4 is bringing user mods to Xbox One and soon to PS4 in a way that's never been seen before. And just last month,
User
the new
mods?
Doom was released to rave reviews.
Woo!
Now, the original
Doom!
Doom almost single-handedly popularized
Maybe I
first-person
should
shooter
go
games,
get
and now
back
you have a new
Fallout
Doom
4,
game, faithful to its
Maybe
legacy
whenever
with some of the
they
best
introduce
graphics
those,
and
when they
gameplay
talk
ever.
about those
And
user
millions
mods.
of fans have been enjoying the fast-paced action and creating and sharing mods using SnapMap. The response to
SnapMap.
all of these games has been amazing, and your enthusiasm and support for us has encouraged us to go even bigger. You just heard about
Even
our new Quake game.
bigger.
Let's see what else we have planned for you guys.
What else do you have planned for
At
us?
last year's showcase, I told you about the Elder Scrolls Legends, a free-to-play collectible card game. Now, as I said last year, I am a huge fan of these games. I play them a lot. So this is a
Card
game I'm
games or
particularly
Elder
excited
Scroll
about.
games?
Legends provides a very deep
'Cause I don't
strategy
care about
experience
card
through both
games.
single and multiplayer modes, beginning with a campaign complete with a compelling story, interesting characters, and some great gameplay. The story is told from the perspective of a moth priest named Kellen. I'll let him tell you a little more as we take a look at the campaign's opening cinematic.
Woo! Is that an eye?
Scrolls show us what was
Oh, it's an owl.
and what yet will be,
Okay,
and they have revealed much to me.
Spare us your stories, old man, unless they can sharpen spears. Our war chief is
It's a
dying.
card
Our
game.
enemies are massing for another attack. We must prepare for battle.
We should go, Kellen.
We have the scroll we came for, and this one smells blood in the wind.
Patience, Nog. I have words yet to speak here. Stories can do surprising things, Spear Maiden, whether they are true or not. And
What? What just happened? Something just happened. What happened? Did something happen to the stream? Is this on my end? Is this just on my end? Don't tell me this is just on my end. Do a little dance. Did that just happen only on my end? Don't tell me that happened only on my end. I'm missing a bit of the presentation. What just happened? Did the thing just crash? I think the stream just crashed. It may have just crashed. What just happened? Yeah, the stream crashed. Okay, so when's the stream going back on?
To celebrate E3 this week, we'll be letting even more of you into the beta to start playing. Now, if you haven't signed up yet, just visit Bethesda.net, create an account, and sign up, and be sure to keep an eye on your email. Also tonight, we're very pleased to announce that in addition to PC and iPad, Legends will be coming to iPhone, Mac, and Android tablets and phones later this year.
I need to go on, I need to go back to this thing. I'm sorry guys, I'm sorry. Okay. I'm sorry. Okay, alright.
What you've created, not just in the main game with the add-ons and of course mods, it is just incredible. And we're not done yet. We're excited to show you what's coming next for Fallout 4.
Why did I get rid of this game? Oh, I like this. Elevators, armor packs, weapon racks, track kits. Storing machines, conveyor belts. Fallout 4 Contraptions Workshop next week. Vault Tech Workshop. Build your own vault. Sweet. Build my own vault. Experiment on dwellers. Hey look, it's Sam. It's Sam from Uncharted 4. Book your wasteland vacation.
Of course, we didn't just announce
My
Fallout
neck.
4 last year. We also announced and released Fallout Shelter, which over 50 million of you have downloaded and played. We have a really big update coming out. Take a look.
Send dwellers on quests. Explore new locations. Battle new enemies. All new combat system. Meet new characters. Coming to PC. Yeah, PC. Fallout Shelter Quest and PC version in July.
I hope you're as excited as we are about all of this stuff coming to Fallout. We want to thank you again, not just for your support over the last year, but your support.
Whoa, look at all those awards.
Really
those are lots of awards. I guess people really like
there is
Fallout.
Something else, though, that you've been asking us about, and yes, we've been working on it.
What have you been working on? This is a remaster, isn't it? This is a remaster, isn't it? Oh. Whoa. That's glorious. Xbox 360? Xbox One. Whoa. Remastered art and effects. Volumetric God rays. Dynamic depth of field. Screen space reflections. New snow shaders. New water shaders. Whoa. This is a better remaster than Twilight Princess Remastered. Play mods on consoles. Mods on consoles. Mods on consoles. The Elder Scrolls Skyrim Special Edition. That looks great. I've been wanting to try Skyrim, the Elder Scrolls.
Please welcome the president and co-creative.
I've always wanted to play that game. This might finally be my chance to play the game. And in such a fantastic way. It looks so freaking good. It's like a remastering. Okay.
Hi everyone, I'm very excited to be here tonight on behalf of Arcane Studios, the makers of Dishonored.
Yes.
Our passion is for
we're bringing you Dishonored.
First-person immersive games.
Two.
Our games blend narration and simulation in a way that makes every player's experience different. Where players can improvise and where choices have consequence. Our games encourage
sitting like this, sitting a bit laid back because my neck and oh, look at this. Look at this little guy. Look at this thing of beauty. This is a thing of beauty. This little guy right here.
And the critics all around the world. That was like one of the best feelings for us developers. After that launch, my friend and co-director Harvey Smith took the lead on Dishonored 2, so he went to France and Lyon and worked with the team over
But I mean, you know, when the stream was crashing, it's not like we were missing much. It was a card game. Card game. Who cares about card games?
And tonight,
that's Skyrim Special Edition. I gotta get my hands on that. I gotta get my hands on that.
It's a new game built on the values that are so dear to Arcane. It's another first-person immersive game set in a dangerous universe. Only this time we've added a psychological thrill.
Psychological?
Here's the world's first look at what we've been up to.
Psychological.
Good morning, Morgan. Today is Monday, March 15th, 2032. You have
2032?
with Alex in his
I'll be 32!
There is no duration set for this meeting. There is a 3 p.m. meeting in TranStar Conference Room A to greenlight research and development plans. Please confirm your attendance prior to arrival. The most recent test results from the Cybertron. Good morning, Morgan. Today is Monday, March 15th, 2032. You have a 9 a.m. appointment with Alex in his office. There is
Oh, look, his eyes.
Good morning, Morgan. Today is Monday, March 15th, 2032.
Oh, that's a really red eye. That is a really red eye.
Tests to run through today.
Mom, please no. Please don't interrupt this.
Can you please get
Can you please not interrupt this? What are you doing? Streaming. Streaming. Yeah, I'm kind of talking, you know.
Can you please get ready for bed?
I took a shower.
Then take your hoodie off.
I want to wear the hoodie.
Good morning.
Bryn.
Come on.
Bryn. Please.
You're not
Please.
one like what I have to
No, I had him first.
So you always have him.
Pray. For a moment, it looked like Half-Life 3, though. I mean, it's like,
In Prey, you awaken aboard Talos 1.
the
a very
Fallout's
special
not
space
Bethesda.
It is
I don't
year
think.
2032.
Anyways.
You are the key subject of an experiment meant to alter humanity forever. But
Sorry
things
about that
have
little
gone
thing
wrong,
right there.
Of course. The space station has been overrun by an alien threat, and you are now being
Alien
hunted.
threat.
As you dig into the dark secrets of Talos 1 and your own past, you must survive using all the tools at your disposal on board of the station. Your wits, weapons, and mind-bending abilities. Prey will be available next year on Xbox One, PS4,
Available
and PC.
next year on Xbox
We'll
One.
have more to show at
and
the QuakeCon, so be sure
PlayStation
to
4
join
PC.
us there. Thank you.
Okay. Okay, yeah. You got your game
Hi
Prey.
everyone, I'm Marty Stratton,
pretty fun.
executive producer of Doom at id Software. Last month, we had the privilege of releasing one of the most iconic titles in our industry to fans around the world. We challenged ourselves to ensure Doom lived up to its incredible legacy, and we thank you, our fans, for making the Doom launch such a tremendous success. It's been amazing to watch and hear from the millions of players enjoying the many aspects of the game. From those of you gunning for the perfect run through the campaign, to others constantly testing their skills in multiplayer, you continue to inspire our team. Last year, we told you we wanted to put the power of creation in the hands of every player through Doom Snap Map, allowing
What
for
is
an endless
Snap
stream
Map?
of new gameplay.
What is Snap
And in the
Map? I've
coming
never
months,
heard of
we're
Snap
excited to be
Map.
supporting Doom Snap Map with free updates and even more ways
Free!
to play. We'll be delivering new construction modules, including hell visual themes, as well as new props, objects, weapons, and items.
This game
While
looks
creators
freaking
can look
awesome.
forward to
Like,
new logic
I should probably
options
play
and
it someday.
functionality, like the ability to create true single-player experiences with features like the popular weapon wheel found in the campaign. And again, throughout the year, every Snap Map feature and update is free for every player. For multiplayer, next month we'll release 2 new modes, including a uniquely doomed variant of One Flag CTF called Exodus, as well as an all-new multi-zone capture and hold mode called Sector. Later this
Sector.
summer, we'll turn up the heat with the release of 3 free-for-all modes, including Classic Deathmatch. These modes will be free to all players and playable
To all
on
players.
any
So
existing or
basically,
future maps.
not me, because I'm not a
Also
player.
next month, fans can look forward to our first premium Doom DLC pack, Unto the Evil. The first
Unto
DLC
the
pack
Evil?
includes 3 new multiplayer
Unto
maps,
the
Offering,
Evil.
Cataclysm, and Ritual. A new playable demon called the Harvester.
The
A new
Harvester.
gun, equipment item, armor sets, taunts, and more. With just a month past since our launch, we hope you've only scratched the surface of fun we packed into the game. And we can't wait to give you even more ways to compete, create, play, and fight like hell. Thank you.
Fight like hell.
Wow, ton of great stuff there for everyone that's enjoying Doom. And again, we thank you, the fans,
Jack,
for
you
making
like
it
this?
such a hit. Doom has
I like this,
received near universal
yeah, he
acclaim
doesn't
from
know
critics
anything
and
about
players
this.
alike for its fast combat, over-the-top demons, and amazing
Oh,
graphics.
that's a
everything
lot of
that
scores.
it is known for. Now, it is also known as a longtime supporter of shareware, or for you youngsters in the audience, that's what us old guys used to call a demo. And in a nod to that tradition, we've decided to offer anyone that hasn't checked out Doom's amazing gameplay a chance to do it for free. So, starting tonight, you can download and play the first level of Doom on Steam, PS4, or Xbox One for free.
So now I can finally try it out.
Now, this offer is only good this week, but we want everyone to have a chance to see why Doom is one of the highest rated shooters ever. So if you love super intense action or you just want to experience state-of-the-art
I guess I'll
gaming,
probably
go
download that
Doom
tonight.
and fight like hell
Fight
us.
like hell.
We think you'll see what everyone else is talking about. Now, let's shift from Demons of Hell to Daedric Princes and Secret Assassin Cults. Please welcome from ZeniMax Online
Dishonored.
Studios, the Elder Scrolls Online game director, Matt Firer. Matt?
Thanks, everyone. Good evening. This week is the one-year anniversary of the launch of the Elder Scrolls Online on Xbox One and PlayStation 4. Because we were launching the game this time last year, I was a little busy and I wasn't able to be here in person, but I made sure I was here this year to tell everyone what's been happening with the Elder Scrolls Online. From the console launch last June to the release of 3 critically acclaimed DLC game packs during the year, all of us at ZeniMax Online...
I can't wait for Elder Scrolls
but before I go any further, I want to take a
Special
moment
Edition.
and thank all of our fans for your support,
It's gonna have
your
mods.
enthusiasm, and your feedback.
Mods!
We take it really seriously, and we continue to work to improve the game. And based on the response, you like the changes. Elder Scrolls Online was named Best MMOG of 2015, was one of the best-selling games of the year of any kind, and now supports a highly engaged community of over 7 million of you who have been exploring this enormous world of Tamriel. Let's take a look at some of the highlights from the Elder Scrolls Online from launch onward.
Take a look at some of the highlights. Wah, wah. I kinda wait for that thing. 34 billion monsters slain. 13 billion quests completed. $3 billion gold paid in bounties. Mud crabs killed. Well, I can give you this, it's certainly a lot better than EA. I mean, I think there was like a moment where the stream might crashed, but I mean, you know, it's still better than what EA had. And growing. The Elder Scrolls Online. Woo! Gotta get hyped! Yeah!
You can see the Elder Scrolls Online community is having a lot of fun playing the game. And our player community is still
What was
growing.
that?
Tonight, I'm very happy to
Gotta-
announce that on June
gotta take
23rd,
this freaking
we'll
hat
be
off.
expanding internationally by launching Elder Scrolls Online in Japan. We look forward to welcoming
In
these fellow
Japan?
adventurers to the exciting world of Tamriel. And for everyone who plays, we have a lot more great content on the way. For me, one of my favorite moments in any RPG ever was the Dark Brotherhood quest in the Elder Scrolls IV Oblivion. It was packed full of assassination and intrigue, and like me, fans everywhere loved it. So I'm particularly excited for the launch of the Dark Brotherhood DLC game pack on Xbox One and PlayStation 4 this Tuesday. In the Dark Brotherhood DLC, you'll travel to another location from Oblivion, the Gold Coast of Cyrodiil. The Dark Brotherhood has an appropriately dark storyline full of intrigue and mystery and brings all new repeatable quest gameplay to ESO. So, please enjoy the worldwide debut of the Dark Brotherhood DLC launch trailer.
Woo!
Sweet mother, send your child unto me. For the sins of the unworthy must be baptized in blood and fear. This is the Black Sacrament Initiate, a contract that calls for murder. Now go, assassin. Take your blade into the night. Be rewarded for your service. In our business of death.
Of death!
Welcome,
Boom!
Initiate, to the Dark Brotherhood.
The Dark
and know
Brotherhood.
this, In Tamriel, no one is safe.
Gotta kill everybody.
Us.
The Elder Scrolls Online. The Dark Mother. Sweet Mother. Sweet Mother. Is there anything new about Elder Scrolls? You know, besides the special edition?
Our PC players are already having fun sneaking around Tamriel.
Oh my god, it got shipped! It got shipped!
And we can't wait to see what happens when our console players...
My games! My Pokemon games! They soon to have gotten shipped! Oh my god!
Online is to constantly make the game
Yay!
Since launch,
That means they're coming! That means they're coming! They're coming! Oh my god!
Make another game changer.
It's shipped!
Tonight, we're announcing One Tamriel, marking another major evolution of gameplay in the Elder Scrolls Online.
Expected by June
With One
15th.
Tamriel, all characters will be automatically leveled to content
It's
in the world,
shipped!
allowing
Oh
them to
yay!
freely group with
It's
anyone they want,
shipped!
and also to explore the vast world of Tamriel with no level restrictions. This means
eBay may receive an updated tracking
this
information
means
after
all
a
content
delay.
barriers are gone, and there are
Yeah,
no restrictions on what else is requesting. From
Yes!
the moment you get out of the
My
tutorial,
Pokemon games,
the
they
entire
ship!
game world is open for you to explore freely.
In case you don't know, I ordered 5 Pokemon Game Boy Advance games. Ruby, Sapphire, Emerald, Fire Red, and Leaf Green. All at a very good price. Free shipping. Yes! This is a good day. This is a good day. This is a really good day.
In closing, I want to thank the awesome Elder Scrolls Online community for your support. We never take it for granted. We work hard every day to make your Elder Scrolls Online experience the awesome adventure you want and deserve.
Awesome adventure
Thanks,
you
everyone.
want. Yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna buy the special edition of Elder Scrolls Skyrim. That'll be like my first time trying the game if I do that.
Now, we want you to get as much as possible out of this year's showcase. So, this year, after we're done here in the hangar, we're just going to keep the showcase going. Now, for those of you watching at home, our pre-show hosts, Adam Sessler and Morgan Webb, will be back to take over the stream, and they'll bring you exclusive interviews and more information about all the games that we're talking about here tonight. Here in Los Angeles, we've built an interactive space over on the other side of the lot. We have
On the other side of the lobby, yeah, I can't.
play some of them and meet some of our developers. Over there is also food, drink, and to make sure it's a real party, we have arranged a special performance by Blink 182, who will drop their new album. California, in a couple of weeks, and you get to hear them live tonight as they start their summer tour. Now we have another treat for you over there as well, a chance to experience the latest in virtual reality from Bethesda.
Bethesda VR.
Weren't expecting that, were you?
I can't afford it
Now, the first time
because I have no money for my personal spending.
2012,
Okay.
And if you were there,
It's something you have to see to believe. You really need to try this thing in person. Mind-blowing. A reminder of a time when video gaming was driven not by marketing but by new technology.
And people were amazed. Since then, we've quietly continued our pioneering work in VR, and tonight, we want you to see and experience what you feel when you put on a headset and play the latest AAA games in the industry. And we
Hey,
have
you like
two
me,
games
Jack?
for you to experience.
Jackaboy.
The first
Jack.
is the just released Doom. You
Jack,
can take a
you good?
virtual tour of hell and get a totally unique look at the very latest in graphics and true next-gen rendering from our id Tech 6 engine.
He's really
In
close
addition,
up to the...
We think the greatest promise of VR is its
What?
ability to immerse players
Is
completely
it about the
into virtual
shipping?
worlds, and that the best games for that experience
It's about the
will be
shipping, isn't it?
first-person
Is it?
open-world
It's about the
RPGs.
shipping, isn't it? It's about the shipping of
So
the
we have
items, isn't
Fallout
it? I
4
saw
for
the
you to play as
notification.
well.
The items, the Pokemon items shipped.
Wander the Wasteland, check
Yeah.
out the iconic Red Rocket, try combat.
What
I'm
thing
telling you,
off?
with a Pip-Boy on your arm, a dog by your side, a gun
No.
in your hand, it's pretty incredible.
Fallout 4. Sorry
Tonight
for
we're
these
pleased to
interruptions.
announce
I hope that
Fallout
I hope when
4
I'm watching the
will be
Sony
released in
one,
2017
don't get
on the
interruptions.
HTC
Maybe I hope
Vive
this will be
platform.
the only one with interruptions. I
And if you
know.
thought
I know
survival
it
mode
shipped.
was an intense way to experience
Expected by
Fallout.
June
You
15th. I
ain't
know it
seen
shipped.
nothing yet.
Okay.
We want to give you a glimpse
stream.
into where we're headed with VR, where you can expect us to remain a leader, offering our games on the
Yeah,
very best
maybe I'll try
platforms
VR
you
someday
choose.
when
So
I
be
get the
sure to
money
check
for
out.
it.
Now, for more on the second half of the showcase, let's check in with Adam and Morgan to see what's happening and get an update on what they have planned. Adam, Morgan, what do you have?
Adam,
Thanks, Pete. Now, we
what do you
are
have
here
for us,
at
Adam and
E3
Morgan?
Plus, and this is sort of this experience that you guys are going to get to see after the showcase. We have some Bethesda VR over here. Now, right now there's no line, so that's kind of tempting.
Bethesda
So
VR.
we're taking advantage of that. And over here, Elder Scrolls Legends for everyone to play. Pete, I fully expect to see you at one of these tables showing off that card mastery skill I know you possess.
No, in here we're actually.
I don't think there's going to be a lot of people there, but
interviewing some of the developers that you guys just
VR is
saw
going to be
games
cool.
on stage, so we're going to have a lot more information for you. So everybody on the stream needs to stay tuned for that after the showcase.
Lots of good info, but for the moment, let's go back to Pete and even more games.
Now this is way better than EA's because they don't spend too much time talking.
Just yet because there is one more thing.
They actually show games.
Last year,
they actually, when they mention a game, they actually show it, and they don't even like interrupt anything, just because.
We shared a few tidbits about the sequel, but for the most part, you could say we've been in stealth mode until now. Sorry, I couldn't help myself. Dishonored 2 is going to be a very special game, one that lives up to its celebrated legacy and then goes way beyond. To tell you more, please join me in welcoming the creative director of Dishonored 2, Harvey Smith.
Dishonored. I've never played Dishonored or heard of Dishonored, but
in Dishonored, you play
it's probably going to be cool.
Assassin in a steampunk city. The game blends combat, stealth, and mobility, giving you many different pathways and approaches. When the original Dishonored was released in 2012, you embraced the game and made it your own. You discovered moves.
You embraced the game and made it your own.
We were thrilled.
We were thrilled by it.
And we were humbled by the success of the game, which won more than 100 Game of the Year awards. At last year's E3, we announced Dishonored 2. So tonight, here with all of you for the first time, we're going to show you the game.
We're going to show you the actual game. Okay. I need to see if this thing's worth buying. That is if I even buy it. Nice art style.
Welcome back to the Empire of the Isles, a rich
Victorian-inspired
fantasy world.
This
with
is
a distinct
live,
style
man.
And an exotic cast of characters. For Dishonored 2, we wanted to explore a new location, Karnaca, the Jewel of the South.
Karnaca.
Our approach to
Jewel
world
of the
creation is
South.
very layered. Our art and design teams work together to create a strong sense of place with a well-realized culture. It's based on the people living there, the work they do, the architecture, economy, the climate, even the food and songs.
Okay, we get to see the environment. Now show us the gameplay. Yes. Oh, it's a sword right here. A little dagger.
In order to bring Karnaca to life, we've created a custom game engine designed to support our signature art direction and level design. We wanted Dishonored 2 to resemble a painting in motion, so we've given considerable thought to our lighting and the way it plays across every surface. We've created custom tools to support the interruptible, real-time narrative scenes necessary for a stealth simulation. And the same is true for our approach to audio, both in terms of atmospherics and stealth gameplay. All of these details make Karnaca more vivid thanks to our new technology, which we call the Void Engine.
The Void Engine. The Void Engine.
In crafting spaces for you to explore, we've got several creative goals. We want the environment to feel coherent and complete, plausible. Where do these characters live and how do they get to work? Is there a viable pathway that makes sense? Where do they take their breaks or stop for lunch? But it goes further than that. For Dishonored 2, we felt compelled to ask ourselves about the history of a given street or shop. What was there a decade before the player arrives in Karnaca? Often you can see the layers of history, watermarks on the wall from past floods, peeling posters and advertisements from years ago. We want every market, every alley to tell a story, and to offer you the chance to see something novel.
Yeah, details, details, details.
Dishonored 2 starts and ends in Dunwall, but most of the action takes place here in Karnaca. All right, there you go. Your first look at Dishonored 2.
There, your first look.
Thank you.
No gameplay.
On behalf of all my teammates at Arcane and Leon who worked so hard to bring this to you, and my dear friend Rafael Colantonio, thank you so much for all the passion you've given the game. In the first Dishonored game, you played Corvo Attano, falsely accused of killing the Empress, the woman he loved and was sworn to protect. And you were blamed for the abduction of their daughter, Emily Caldwin. After escaping on the night of his execution, Corvo is gifted with supernatural powers and dedicates himself to avenging the death of the Empress and restoring young Emily to the throne. As we began to work on Dishonored 2, a single question haunted us. What became of Emily Caldwin? How would her experiences affect her, and what kind of ruler would she become? We envisioned Emily grown up, 25 years of age, and then we began to imagine what she'd be like as a heroic figure, as someone fighting for her life against the forces of deceit. We developed a vision for Emily Caldwin that excited us, and at E3 last year, we shared that vision with the world. Dishonored 2 is set 15 years after the first game. Emily Caldwin rules the Empire, watched over by her father, Corvo Attano.
Oh, look, it's gameplay. I think.
All hail Her Imperial Majesty, Emily Caldwin.
Loyal subjects, we're going through a difficult time, but today we honor my mother, the late Jessamine Caldwin. May her memory survive through the ages.
Emily.
You look tired, Father.
Every year, I think the anniversary of Jessamine's death will be easier, but it never is.
I wish Mother was still the Empress. I don't think I'm very good at this.
You're still learning. Don't worry about the rabble-rousers, and we'll catch the Crown Killer, eventually.
People are saying it's you, that these assassinations are a misguided effort to protect me.
No, someone's trying to make us look guilty by targeting your enemies.
I wish I could just run away from all this.
Sometimes you do. You think I don't know about your nights out on the rooftops? Courage. The ceremony will be over soon.
Royal Protector and Father. I should have passed a law against that combination of titles years ago.
Oh, they're honoring the Empress.
When an otherworldly usurper seizes the throne, the fate of the Empire is left hanging in the balance. Dishonored 2 offers you the choice of playing as Empress Emily Caldwin or the Royal Protector, Corvo Attano. Emily and Corvo are both fully voiced this time, with their own perspectives and emotional responses to the events transpiring around them. Whoever you choose to play, you've got to flee Dunwall, your home, and travel to Karnaca in order to unravel the threads of a conspiracy and take back what's yours.
Do you want to play as the new character? Or, the other character?
I should talk to the captain of that ship.
Gameplay! Look, it's gameplay! Pew! In the water.
Dishonored is known for unscripted, simulation-driven missions where no two players ever have the same experience. There are many pathways to explore as you penetrate well-defended locations, numerous ways to find and eliminate nefarious targets. In crafting the missions for Dishonored 2, we've put a much greater emphasis on big, interesting themes, either from a gameplay or fictional standpoint, making each mission a wildly unique place to explore. I'll explain a little bit more about that. Today we're going to show you the Dust District, an industrial ruin ravaged by terrible storms that hit at random intervals. In the Dust District, a militant religious faction called the Overseers is at war with the Howler Gang. The leaders of both factions are
Actually,
trying
it
to
looks
take
pretty
each
good.
other down. You can side with the Overseers.
You know, I'm
or
talking
the
about it
Howlers,
in
or neither. There are
visual
many ways
way.
to complete the mission.
For visual point, it actually looks pretty good.
Everything you see here is rendered in the Void engine, designed to create atmospheric and exploration-rich spaces.
Look, Bethesda made our own engine, I think. The Void engine.
To reach our target, Vice Overseer Byrne, we've got to get past a Grand Guard checkpoint sealed off by a wall of light. A cruel security device reinstated by the Duke of Serkonos.
Orders from the Duke. We're losing too many people. Good soldiers blinded by that hallucinogenic powder the Howlers use, then stabbed to death or dragged down by the Abbey's hounds.
No, what are we aiming at? We're looking at that.
Shit. Let's hope they do enough damage to each other so the fight goes out of them.
Jumping around. Being a little sneaky. Being a bit careful. Okay.
We've made much greater use of vertical space for Dishonored 2, encouraging players to explore the rooftops above the streets.
What is this a movie? Whoa, what's going on here?
The storm alters visibility for the AI and for the player. A random storm hits and Emily comments on it. Many of the security devices in Dishonored 2 are powered by wind, a unique feature of Karnaca, so here we're switching off the windmill to get through the wall of light. There'll be a lot going on in this next fight. Drop attack, guards climbing and vaulting, combat choke, and Emily using far reach to pull an explosive whale oil tank toward her from a distance.
You aren't doing it! Let
Bye-bye! Oh yeah, there, you take that. Oh, you got a gun. Nope. Whoa, he just shot right in the ass.
Closer to our target, Vice Overseer Byrne. The Overseers are fighting the Howler Gang for the hearts and minds of the people of Karnaca. What happens here will
shot him in the
Karnaca's
ass.
future and the end games.
Hasn't shared his plans with me. He's upstairs now, so I assume we'll learn something before long.
Here we're going to use Emily's Mesmerize power to lull a group of Overseers into a stupor,
Mesmerize.
evading combat altogether. Mesmerized, they won't notice Emily or even remember that she was here.
There you are. I feel so empty right now.
I feel so empty. I just feel like staring.
Far Reach can be upgraded not only to pull objects from a distance, but also enemies, so you can finish them off in midair.
Looks pretty good. I really love its setting. I love the way it looks. Its visuals and everything.
This time, all of Emily's powers, which are new, and all of Corvo's can be fully upgraded using entirely new skill trees, giving you the ability to customize more deeply. If you're new to the Dishonored series, it's all about options and exploration, playing at your own pace. The game has many different pathways through each mission.
I'm really
and also
liking
different
this.
approaches, stealth or combat, lethal or non-lethal.
This
and a wide
looks so
wide
cool.
array of supernatural powers.
I'd probably
that
want to
will
play
dramatically
this.
change the experience as you play. We're very close to Vice Overseer Burns' office now.
Overseer. Okay, so we're just gonna play the game stealth. Now, what's the key item that we shall use amongst these people?
Burn is giving a briefing using a projector. We're going to plant a stun mine and then link several of the Overseers with Emily's domino power. So that whatever happens to one of them will happen to all of them. They share the same fate.
I'm intrigued. Okay, now what's going on right now?
Switching off the projector will attract Vice Overseer Burns' attention, and when the mine affects one Overseer, it will affect all of them.
Go check, brother. Right away.
There are many creative ways to use Domino. Now we're going to show you Shadow Walk, another key power for Emily. Shadow Walk is useful for stealth and combat. You saw it in the announced trailer that we made for the game, and you can fully use it in the game. Like all the powers, it can be upgraded in a variety of ways. With Vice Overseer Byrne out of the picture, the leader of the Howlers will owe Emily a favor, and that's just one way to complete the Dust District mission. Before closing today, we want to demonstrate another signature environment from a mission called A Crack in the Slab. It's another example of the missions in Dishonored 2 and how they're built around big, interesting themes. This mission takes place in a ruined manor that's been sealed for several years. At the start, the outsider
I'm really liking the way this looks. I've never played Dishonored, but this game looks really good in terms of visuals and in gameplay. I'll probably pick up the sequel.
Between the ruined present and the past, when
Dishonored.
the manor was lavish and refined.
Dose.
Here we're in the present, when the manor is in ruins.
Okay, now we're just gonna take a look.
Now we've moved backwards, years into the past, when the manor was still inhabited and guarded.
Whoa. It's like freaking time travel.
Looking through the lenses of the outsider's timepiece, you can see the alternate timeline. This is useful for solving puzzles, as you've seen, but it can also be used to avoid or take down enemies. You can watch enemies in the alternate timeline and then step through to execute your plans.
That's freaking awesome. I really like the way this looks. This looks so freaking good.
We hope you're going to love the game as much as we do.
I'm already loving the game. I want to play that.
I have to once again give a shout out to my team in France. They've worked so hard and they are so passionate about the game. And the first game, they're really ready for you to get you guys to get your hands on it. And you don't have to wait long. All of you can leave your mark on the Empire of the Isles because Dishonored 2 will release on PlayStation 4, the Xbox One, and PC November 11th, 2016.
November!
But